All right, Illinois, Purdue. Illinois, 8.5-point road favorites, 55.5 the total. You got to give Illinois credit. Bounce back for them after just getting annihilated and embarrassed by Indiana 2 weeks ago, and to come back and beat USC. You know what's amazing about that win for Illinois against USC on Saturday afternoon is that they turned the ball over multiple times and still were able to beat USC and find a way to win that game. So very good performance from them on offense. Luke Altmaier, big bounce back from him. Big bounce back game from the entire offense there with the 34-point output, 328 through the air. They got everybody chipped in as far as receiving is concerned. They ended up piling up over 500 yards of offense. The defense was good enough. Maava still threw for 364 passing yards, but it was a struggle for USC to get the ground game going. And again, 2 lost fumbles by Illinois, and yet they were still able to overcome that and win the football game 34-32 on the walk-off field goal at the end. So you got to give Bielema credit. It's not easy to get your team off the mat coming off a game like they had against Indiana, and they did. But now they're off that big win. The stormed the field after that win against USC. Brett Bielema's hugging his kids and his family in the interview after the game. I wouldn't be rushing to lay 8.5 with them now in this spot. And my feelings on Purdue. Purdue still got a ways to go. And the Notre Dame game showed that. Like, they're not ready to play teams of that caliber just yet. But you're seeing some light at the end of the tunnel for Purdue. Barry Odom, they're not making as many mistakes. They're not taking as many penalties. It seems like they're a more prepared team on a weekly basis. They lost to USC at home 33-17, but if not for 3 red zone turnovers, that's a game down to the wire if not for that. And that continues to be a bit of a problem. I like Ryan Brown. There's definitely a decent arm there. He can move around a little bit, but he's having a few too many interceptions for my liking. You hope Ryan Brown can kind of rein that in here. 6 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. It's too many. If he does, Purdue might be in this game. Purdue's off a bye. I'm a Barry Odom guy, as you know. Extra time to prepare. Now, this could be a competitive game. I'm leaning Purdue, plus 8.5. Probably an over as well, because I trust I think Purdue can probably move the football. Purdue's defense is still an issue, and it's going to take Barry Odom time with that defense. There's still a lot of problems with that defense. Like against the 2 teams that can move the football, 33 given up to USC, 56 given up to Notre Dame. So still a big work in progress for that Purdue defense. But I still think Purdue can keep this to a 1-score game at home with Illinois coming off the big win, and I like the over. CMAC, Illinois, Purdue.
On the total, I lean the over a little bit. Purdue's defense needs a bit better. I just love it too. Of course, you guys said it. Odom off a bye. I want to back him. And it showed, even with limits, this opened yesterday, 10.5.
Money's come in on Purdue first 24 hours here. Yep.
Even with the limits, I mean, this has dropped 2 points because that's right when I looked at it, last night. I thought that was it. Jump on it, but I still think it's okay over the touchdown here. This, even with Purdue having a couple bad years, the last few, these are always tough games. And Illinois, they get, of course, the defense still wasn't great, made some plays. They got some of their guys back, some of their DBs.
Against an all-time bad Purdue team, by the way, last year. It was 50-49 Illinois in overtime.
Oh, that was that wild game, too, with overtime. But, on the road, I just think Brown, he's got to not turn the ball over like you talked about. He still could have issues there. But, I thought the spot for Illinois at home, dog, Bielema. Now he goes on the road. I like Purdue here. I lean over. Total's about right.